Got ourselves Kiosku coming back on the Hunter over for the team 1. We got ourselves Naz over on that team as well as an Holy DK with Tisk in the back. Tisik in the back. I'm gonna call it just at some point. Huge Botman as well as Ghosto as well. They got us Kiosk getting sniped up by Glush in the opener, literally blasting out that pet with a couple of dagger strikes, building calm points. But Kiosko greets him with a stun before he gets to go in. Death shock him, got himself the big Ventnir burst, so it's gonna be a massive bleach to follow. Glush trying to see if he can get some damage to Kiosko. Does Kiosko have any big defenses? Stun on the pet before he can go for the pet sack. Freezing shot at the Glush, does trick it, decides to continue going for the damage versus Kiosko, but Kiosko does he have a freezing shot for Glush? I don't think he does anymore. Body shot though. Does he have any big damage? Flanking strike. Glush goes in for a big defensive turtle shell for Kioska. Is trying to play very safe. Pulling the pet back, trying to see if he can give himself a bit of a go. But actually, the pet kind of was pulling back, but not really. Glush does get himself a reset. Flare down. There's going to be Kioska escaping that kidney shot at the last second. Skill trap to separate the two. While Kioska, no help whatsoever. Blind right after. Could potentially get the pet back to Glush. To at least keep it in combo, but the guy's in a flare. Shadow step next to Kioska. Kioska does get himself a big defensive, but that's going to be sabbed by the rogue instead of a proper stun. That was actually kind of nutty. So Glush maybe could win it out. Kioska definitely needs to go for a proper stun versus Glush. Does he get to do one? Oh no, the rogue goes in with that eviscerate at the end. That's tough, man. That's tough. But next up is going to be Tisik trying to go in for a big deep breath. I like the blue you got going on, by the way. I look good. Look at that thing. The spines, the scales, the pattern. That looks cool. Kind of like a zebra-ish look going on. Glush hiding in stealth, does kind of hide where the team 1 area is. Shattered by Tisik, trying to go for a big burst. Does Glush survive it? Big fire breath. That's going to be cheap shot after. Trinkets with the gouge to follow. Tisik, does he have the mobility to catch up to the rogue? If you got the mobility, you could potentially catch back up to him, but Glush is sprinting all the way to the other side of the arena, hiding behind the pillar, creating some line of sight, surviving the big fire breath. The Evoker burst is so good, man. That's actually a massive Tisik win. We'll see if he does, man. We'll see if he does, Theodore. Hopefully he does, because somebody got to shut down this rogue, right? If it's not the dragon itself who is, as Glush. Honestly, this is basically this duel right here. Is the plot line of that second set of Lord of the Rings movies, isn't it? The Smog and the Hobbit. I'd say the Hobbit was closer to a rogue, was it not? Gonna be Tisik as in the movie, spawning in a healing flower and using frosty claws. Literally a spoiler for the movie itself. As Glush try to see if he can potentially get around him. Who dropped down a bomb just there? Was it potentially the rogue? I think it might have been either Tisik or the rogue, but Tisik tried to go for a bit of reheal. Glush locks him down in a quick kidney shot, blasting him through. May actually have him here with a single cheap shot kidney shot. Oh my god, there's so much CC back to back. Couldn't even let the guy play the game. Ghost going to be up next, charging out towards the rogue, trying to see if he can potentially crack through his defenses. Eyes are not up for either one by the looks of it, but they should be coming back up very soon, maybe, potentially. That or Tisik recently picked them up. Shadow strike towards the Wolfswolf, does get himself an Earth Element immediately to give himself a little bit more health to work with. Goes with that carry-on damage, trying to rotate back-to-back eviscerates, goes for the wall, trying to see if maybe he can survive it. Goes with a big defense, trying to reduce any magic damage he takes. Does give himself a bit of a reset for a second, but I think a Flame Shock still rotting him down enough. Flame Shock is going to keep hitting it into his health bar, at least a portion of that Flame Shock. Going to keep hitting into his health. Sunder doesn't quite connect with the rogue, but Ghostu doesn't realize how close he is to the rogue the entire time. He's just so right next to him. He's literally on top of the guy, but he can't quite connect just yet. At this point, Ghost should have everything available. That extra range on that sap, by the way, is nutty. That is so nutty. Goes in for the kidney shot in the opener. Trick it out of Ghosto. This is perfect opportunity for good potential to make a big play. Does get him some evasion. Blasted out the Ghosto with big eviscerates dropping down the totem. But there's not so much you can really do about it. Huge buttman charging out. Definitely is to prevent the rogue from having a proper go. Wait, has that always been a thing? When you die, do you still maintain your... Oh yeah, the changes. When you die, you still maintain your shields. That's going to be kind of funny. That's kind of interesting. Usually shields go away when you die, but not anymore. Gonna be huge. Trinkets out really early. Knocking back the rogue. The rogue does not reconnect immediately. Goes in for a shot of some cheap shot. Blind right after. The fire alley is burning at the rogue. Maybe has some damage over time on him, so maybe the rogue will have a hard time catching a proper restealth. If that flame shock is there on a long time, for a long duration, potentially could maybe catch him Skyfear Storm, I think, went down at some point. Does end up getting the rogue out the open. Glitch goes in for Sipping Cup. Shadow Slip to reconnect. Does Huge Buttman have anything to follow? Stun into Rogue as he goes in for a kidney shot. Is going to force the stun out or trick it out of Glitch. Does Huge Buttman have any more survivability here? Trying to go for a movement while casting. Definitely needs to get himself a cast at some point. Plenty of shields. Like Melassa, it's going to be very, very DR'd. But does he have any more healing? He definitely needs to find a way to CC the Rogue somehow. Gouged by the Rogue just to establish more control. Look at your position behind the pillar. And Huge Buttman is going to frost shock him down. At least he can keep him CC. And Roots of Follow needs to go for a bit of healing. Cloak of Shadows with a kidney shot right after. Does not have one out. That's going to be Cloak of Shadows preventing that thunderstorm from knocking him back. As also Viscer's going to be enough though. Trying to see if he can blast him out. Does end up getting the last Eviscerate. And Nas is the last one left over for the team one. Dropping down full dots onto the Rogue. Looks like he got himself the triple dot build. So potentially playing a big disease build. Definitely needs to get himself those Scourge Strikes for more disease damage. Pet is up and running. The shield is going to help him against some of the disease damage. The Gargoyle joins in as well. So maybe playing the disease build, but only to maybe debuff Gloosh to make him take more damage from all those pets. Potentially that's what he's doing there. I think it makes him take like 6% more damage baseline from the pets. More if he takes another talent that will cause the Gloosh to become even more brittle while he's suffering diseases. But Nas, your pets are not really attacking Glitch at all, except for the gold. Finally get it in there. Get a shot onto the death that does have himself a human racial. Another cheap shot to follow as Nas does see Glitch go in for a full evasion. Quick Strangulate passes right through the evasion, trying to get some damage in. And Glitch takes a lot of damage right afterwards. Doesn't man have any much survivability. Gouge short onto the DK with it his arm right after, trying to control the situation, but that's going to be a big goal with full dots on him. Death and DK right after. Glitch is eventually going to have that stealthy shield fall off, so those dots are going to get him out in the open. And if Nas is careful with the way he controls the pet, he could get the pet over there to attack Gloosh while he's going for Fleshka, trying to get the pet back over there, but doesn't quite get him. Does he maybe go for Chain of Ice, Grip, anything? Gloosh still is dotted fully. Nas could maybe find him right here. Still dots on the Rogue, does go for a Shadow Step to get himself enough comp points for a kidney shot. Is it going to be enough here? Nas needs to find a way to survive. They've short stumped by the pet just to interrupt the Rogue for just a second in between of those back-to-back Eviscerates. Another Gouge to follow. Does have AMS blind. Does Nas survive? This man is actually super low in health. Does he get to live the Rogue? Immediate trinket with a blind by the Rogue. The pet is on him. The pet can't really go for a stun. Nas, I don't know if he's really got much to work with. Maybe has a normal human racial or human trinket, normal trinket to break out of that CC. Got himself a little bit of heal with the Lichborn. Does he have a trinket right now? He needs one at the moment, unless he's just done for the count. And Gloosh doesn't end up taking these boys out. That is unfortunate, man. This Rogue goes in, blasts these boys out of the game, taking them out. Man, that's hard. Gloosh is a madman. He does play really, really well. He plays very, 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 very as aggressive as he can when he needs to. He definitely backs up when sometimes, but he does stay aggressive. That's a lot of damage though by that Rogue. I think it's the first time Gloosh actually been able to play the full time. But I think you need certain classes to lock down the Rogue and knock him out of the game. But yeah, that's a rough one.